Friends, video starts after brief introduction. In this episode, we are going to explore Argentina. To start with, we are going to Buenos Aires, Paris of South America. Next, we are entering a Patagonia region through Bariloche and we go through its beautiful lake district. Entire Patagonia is worth watching. Next, we are going to El Calafate and to beautiful Perito Moreno Glacier and to El Chaltén for Fitz Roy mountain. Real beautiful views. In the end, we will visit a southernmost city in the world, Ushuaia, which is called end of the world because there are no city below Ushuaia. Welcome friends to a new country, Argentina. Earlier day we flew from Iguazu to Buenos Aires. Welcome to our South America series.
Welcome friends to Buenos Aires. First day, we are in a place called Plaza de Mayo. The country got independence here in 1810. So basically, a revolution that took place here led to the independence, and therefore this is something like an independence square. So this here is called Casa Rosada or a road building. It houses president's staff and its office, heavily guarded. And here is a National Bank of Argentina, building of National Bank of Argentina, main church of the city. In an area called Caminito, it is characterized by colorful houses, by Art Deco building.
So guys, this is the most famous place in Caminito area. On the first floor, you can see Lionel Messi with World Cup in his hand. And people are queuing up to actually go up to that first floor and take a fake World Cup in his hand and get a photo along with a Lionel Messi on the side.
So this is Caminito. Basically, they are celebrating this football win. Football is very big thing here. This was a kind of chawl-like structure which was created at the time when there was a boom in this town and a lot of people from rural area used to come here. So these chawl-like structures were created for the housing issues to take care of. One more building which is colorful and with those football artists caricature over there. This street also.
The Congreso de la Argentina or Congress of the Argentina. While we enjoy the bird's eye view of the building, we can see from above the avenues are very wide and broad and green and well manicured.
The National Congress building. Now in the afternoon at around 3:15 we are taking this walking tour of Buenos Aires. We have started liking this walking tour because it gives us a lot of history and lot of perspective which we otherwise don't know from the land. So that's the Congress building of Argentinian Republic, and that lady on the statue is represented by Lady Argentina, and the architects were all from Europe, and their business was to construct Congress House and other buildings in style of French buildings. because there was a revolution and they were tired of the Spanish guys. This is the original statue of thinker, and the other two replicas are sitting in some of the museums world over, great museums. This, by the way, is the first avenue built in the entire South America. So it is going to Plaza de Mayo. So this is Avenue de Mayo. Mayo is May, month of May.
So friends, we saw replica of this building in earlier video of Montevideo, Uruguay. Only difference is this is in the middle of the street and that was on the corner of the street. The building architecture is the same. The guy in Montevideo saw this building and ordered the architect to make the same building in Montevideo, but it was made in corner because corner plot was available.
This is the widest avenue in the world.
Right? That once we list of layer 10, we're going to speak about that.
Oldest cafe in town, Cafe Tortoni. This is a kind of artisan street. Mostly it is more active on Saturdays and Sundays. So today it's just a kind of a skeleton business. But on Sunday and Saturday, this entire street is full of artisans, speak different things. Change of guard ceremony.
While we enjoy the bird's eye view of the obelisk, this obelisk was built in 1936 as a National Historic Monument and to commemorate 400 years of Foundation Day.
Obelisk of Buenos Aires. It is only one of the 7 cities in the world which has this obelisk. So obelisk is basically some Egyptian kind of a stick, and one of that is there in Washington DC also. Good morning. Our second day in Buenos Aires. We are traveling to a place called Tigre River Delta, where they take you around in river by a boat. We are traveling by a line called Mitre line. This is a general metro train, and we are traveling with the local guys over here. We are at a place called Tigre, and we'll be taking this kind of a boat for 1 hour tour. We are a little late, so the boat tour is after an hour. Very beautiful kind of a place. Our boat tour of Tigre Delta has started. It is almost a private tour because we are only 6 of us in a large boat. So it's a 1 hour round tour of Tigre Delta, and there is excellent scenery all around with rich people's bungalows on the bank of this Tigre Delta. Some kind of Malaysia. Hot, not cold. Very moderate and kind of a good weather. So family from Buenos Aires come with their children and enjoying here. Look at the metro train. The color and theme is that of the national flag. This is the railway station. Total European style, complete. Very well designed, superb railway station, wide, big. That's the ticket office. This fancy looking place that we have entered now is, believe me, cemetery. The people of Buenos Aires have been buried here since ages. Something which I have never seen in my life. Such a fancy place. Appears to be the main street of this graveyard.
We took early morning flight to fly from Montevideo to San Carlos Bariloche via Buenos Aires. There was a layover at Buenos Aires. The airport was very crowded, but anyway, we reached San Carlos Bariloche by evening. Guys, welcome to Patagonia region. This is the first destination of Patagonia, and Bariloche is a beautiful town as can be seen from bird's eye view. On the one hand, there is a Lake Huapi, and on the other hand, it is surrounded by mountains. And lake region of Chilean Patagonia is just nearby.
Okay, guys, we are in a place called Bariloche, back again to Argentina actually, and this is called Patagonia region, and this particular place Bariloche is called Switzerland of the South America, and not for nothing. You can see the scenery. There is a big lake in the town with the pine kind of trees, and even the architecture of buildings etc. is resembles Switzerland.
So this is Lake Huapi, and the wind speed is very high. This is Patagonian weather. Normally, it's very extreme windy and very cold. And look at the waves that has been formed. The lake is deep also, and on the bank of the lake, they have this playing area where children are playing in such a cold weather also.
We are going to a place called Villa Angostura and Los Andes. So this is the same lake that is covering up the Bariloche, and the scenery in the morning is breathtaking. We are already in Huapi National Park. We are on this tour of 7 lakes in Patagonia near Bariloche, and this is the first lake that first was Lake Huapi, that was in Bariloche, and it came right up to Villa Angostura that we visited last. And this is the second lake. It's called Mirror Lake. What we are told is, again I'm saying, that this particular place is one of the most beautiful in this part of the Patagonia, Argentina, and therefore many people from city, they come here for the vacation and for We are at Lake Corinto's lookout point. What we are told is this is the national park over here, declared as a national park. But some local people who are called Mahupe, tribal guys, they stay in this area. So we are at the Lake Falconer. We are at a lake called Lago Machonico. We are at this beautiful place called San Martin de los Andes. Los Andes, not Angeles. So it's nearer to Andes mountains, and these lakes are glacial lakes. This is one of the big town in the Seven Lake area. What they have done is they have covered this deck with glasses, because most of the time it is very windy. So just to protect people from this deck, they have covered it with glasses. This here is the absolute heart of Patagonia. So Patagonia, of course, has many regions. Some of them rugged mountains and all that. But this Lake District on Argentina side, we will of course be later on visiting Chile side also. But Argentina side, we are thoroughly impressed with the beauty of the Lake District and of the small little towns, almost like a Swiss style. Our friend Cynthia here has some tattoo of Om and Ram, and some also Sanskrit verbs. So Ahimsa.
Yeah,
So, yeah, Ahimsa. So we just she has been guiding us for this tour, and very sweet lady, and we just asked her about the tattoo, and she said that she is a yoga instructor. So let's all introduce her. Thank you.
Right.
Live toy shop over there. We have come to a national park which is a port, and from here the tours goes to an island called Victoria Island. We have come to a very picturesque place called Puerto Pañuelo. There is a port and boats are going to the Victoria Island. This is the mirador or the lookout point at the Puerto Pañuelo. He is living for Victoria Island. The other side of the lookout, beautiful lookout. And look at these flowers. So many honeybees. So we are talking to a hotel called Lau Lau Resort. Someone's called Lau Lau Resort. Mountains in background. Superb view. City buses are coming right up to here. Lake Hua Bay. Bungalows of rich people. Golf course. And that side also lake. Excellent.
By an early morning, comfortable flight, we arrived at El Calafate from Bariloche. Welcome, friends, to this new episode of our South America trip, and welcome to India 3. We are now in Patagonia region, in midst of the region, and in this video we will cover Perito Moreno Glacier, that magnificent and superb glacier. We'll be going very nearby to the glacier, and we'll show you the glimpse of that. And then next day we'll be going to Chaltén, from where we can have a view of Mount Fitz Roy mountain. We booked a group tour to go to Perito Moreno Glacier, and very early in the morning they took us by a minibus from a nearby hostel to Perito Moreno Glacier.
Just getting out of the El Calafate town, the terrain and the surroundings are totally different from what we have seen so far.
Continuar en el puerto y la mayoría de ustedes tiene incluido un paseo de barco en la pared sur de una between 2 and 8 degrees off.
This is Argentina, the largest lake in the country, and it is 1,600 kilometers area, 80 kilometers wide and 20 kilometers
They are still below
length.
range.
We have arrived at the entrance to the Glacial National Park, going to Perito Moreno Glacier, and most of the people in our bus have purchased ticket online. And what we are told is over here the pollution is zero, totally non-polluted place. It is difficult to imagine, especially for us Indians, that that can be a place which is totally non-polluted. So that is the first stop on our way to the glacier, and this is the lookout point, Mirador de los Suspiros. That means Mirador means lookout point. So let's see the first view of the glacier in a sec. That's the first glimpse of the Perito Moreno Glacier.
Guys, Perito Moreno is a glacier having area of 250 square kilometer, massive one, and is famous because tourists can go right up to the glacier by their vehicle, and is named after Francisco Moreno, a 19th century explorer who helped deciding the border between Argentina and Chile.
In the distance, the boat can be seen. So boat also takes, but it takes you at a distance because this glacier keeps cracking, and if big chunk falls, it is likely to unsettle the boat. So it is at quite a distance. There is no point going to that boat. But from these boardwalk, or you can say walking bridges, this is at a very near point. In my life, I have not come such a closure to any glacier. And look at the color. Simply fantastic. Wow. It keeps cracking, and portions keep falling into the water, but it's very difficult to catch because it does it all around the place. So you are not sure when what will crack, and a loud sound comes when it. I don't know if the sound was heard by this video or not, but a large sound did came. And look at the color of the lake. It's total turquoise green. Super. This is the place for which we organized the entire trip. So now on the walking trail, we have descended a little bit more, and we are looking at the glacier from a little different vantage point. So this gives a more view of the lake, I guess, and you are a little down, so the glacier looks bigger from here. Look at those big icebergs and its color. So we are at a different spot, and this is a different perspective of the iceberg. This iceberg just broke with a loud noise, and the one which is separated is just going away. What a different kind of natural scenery. Returning from Perito Moreno Glacier.
Today we are taking a bus to go to El Chaltén, from where Mount Fitz Roy is visible. Mount Fitz Roy is named after Robert Fitz Roy, who mapped much of the southern Patagonia.
We are on the way to a place called El Chaltén, and there is there is this race place and hotel called La Leona. The hotel itself was established in year 1894. That's almost 130 years back, when there were no bridges and there were no ways to come here. So some guy from Finland came and established this hotel. The most famous thing is that they had Butch Cassidy and Sundance Hill, who came here and stayed here. So these are some of the photos and memorabilia of Butch Cassidy and Sundance Hill, who came to this hotel and stayed for a month over here. How it looks from inside.
Cerca, son Andes, en el área de los Andes australes, aquí en Santa Cruz, termina con
Okay, 400 meters walk around brought us to this beautiful waterfall of melted glacier. So this is a glacial water, and the people around here, they say that if you drink the water of this waterfall, it will rejuvenate yourself, and it's a basically healthy water. And people around here, they bring their bottles and take the water from here. So since this is unpolluted water directly from the glacier, there is no pollution in this. We have had lunch break over here at this restaurant. The food was okay, but they were able to serve us lentils. So that's Mount Fitz Roy. It's one of the most famous mountain in the South America. So now we are going to climb up a small hill, which will give more panoramic view of this Fitz Roy. But this is the mountain to see we have come here. Little clearer view of Mount Fitz Roy. Okay guys, we are on this track to see panoramic view of the Fitz Roy mountain and the Chaltén town. We are going up that small hill. Dipti is not coming obviously because she is scared and she has some breathing issues and mild asthma. So I am going alone.
As we have come up a mirador or lookout point on a small hill, we have trekked for almost around half an hour to 45 minutes. And up here, so much wind is blowing that it's practically difficult to stand steadily. And our guide is saying that today is only mild weather, but most of the days you can't stand on your feet only. You have to be on your knees or you just sit around like that. So we are lucky that wind shear is not too much. But in any case, the wind noise is so much that I had to suppress the actual noise, and you can see and enjoy the view of Fitzroy now.
So now Fitzroy without the wind. We have slightly come down the hill. The wind effect has reduced a lot. From up the hill with the wind coming, it was not possible to take a proper video of Fitzroy. The little hill of this corner. And look at the panoramic. It's all around surrounding beautiful mountains, superb scenery, Chaltén town.
Our flight from El Calafate to Ushuaia was delayed almost by 7.5 hours. And instead of our early morning flight, they gave us a flight at around 5:30 in the evening.
We are taxiing down El Calafate airport. The airport is next to a huge Argentina lake.
Scenery just before landing, very beautiful. That side is Chile, the other side that you can see, and this side that we are flying is Argentina. Just before arriving in Ushuaia, we pass through a narrow strip of channel called Beagle Channel. You cross the channel from Ushuaia, then you arrive at Puerto Williams and Puerto Navarino in Chile. The Beagle Channel is really scenic, and guys, let's enjoy the scenic view of the Beagle Channel. Welcome, friends, to southernmost city in the world. Welcome to Ushuaia. Welcome to Tierra del Fuego. That's the region. And while we enjoy the bird's eye view of the entire city with a lot of mountains, snow-capped mountains, it's a very beautiful city and worth exploring.
We are at this beautiful town just below these hills, and it is called End of the World place. We are in Patagonia, and this below this latitude there are no cities. This is the last major city in the world, and below this latitude there are no cities. So this place is famous for what? From here cruises goes to Antarctica. All these cruises lined up are for the Antarctica.
Fin del Mundo in Spanish means end of the world.
We are taking a city tour in this toy type of bus. So let's see how city tour goes around.
Welcome to the southernmost city train tour in the world. Throughout this tour, you'll learn the characteristics that make this city a great tourist attraction. On behalf of the team, I wish you to have a very pleasant experience.
La ciudad que hoy recorreremos, Ushuaia,
On the Beagle Channel at the foot of the Andes mountain range.
además de las características del paisaje tan imponentes que presenta a simple vista y que permitan un buen desarrollo del turismo,
So this viewpoint gives a panoramic view of the entire Ushuaia city. So this lake in the city, it gets frozen in the winter and becomes ice. So the city people plays hockey over here, ice hockey over here, and ice skiing is done. When the lake is frozen, it becomes ice. We are at that this Ushuaia sign, and the weather is pretty bad. It has rained and autumn has started. So it has snowed a lot. Mountains have all become white, totally white. And that's Ushuaia town. We are at a small hilltop. Our driver is brought here, and this is the Ushuaia town with the fresh snow on the mountain top. And bay is not clearly visible today, but on the other side of Beagle Channel in Chile it has snowed a lot. It's all white mountains there. That here there with the blue roof buildings are the train station from where steam engine train goes to inside the park, and that train was built by the prisoners of a jail. So many people they come, and it's a unique journey. So let's see if we can see it closely. It's okay, otherwise we are going to world's last post office. Station Fin del Mundo. Fin del Mundo means end of the world.
Guys, look at the condition of roads over here. In entire Patagonia, it could be Argentina or Chile. The roads are practically, most of the inner roads are not paved at all.
So now we are inside the park, national park, and what a beautiful bay view. It still is Beagle Channel. What is Beagle Channel? Beagle Channel connects Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, and it's just a wonder, a natural wonder. So this here is the post office at the end of the world. Till a few months back, this was a functional post office. So today we are going for a penguin watching tour. So this is the ranch at the end of the world, in just near Antarctica. Super place near the Beagle Channel, and the other side of this Beagle Channel, there is a city, not city, there is a village called Puerto Williams. It has a population of 3,000 to 5,000 people, and Puerto Williams is in Chile. Superb scenery, beautiful place.
Okay guys, so we are on this private island where these penguins are residing. The island is owned by the same person who owns the ranch from where we started our journey. And because it's a private island and there are a lot of restriction by the government getting onto this island, the tour is coming out to be very costly. It's around $260 per person. So it's definitely costliest tour that we have taken in our life. But anyway, it's a once in a lifetime experience that we are having. Although all the penguins look alike, there are different kind of penguins, and one with the saffron beak and leg are Gentoo penguins, and the others are so-called Magellan's penguins. So there are different species of penguins, and this island also has many species of other birds. It's inhabited. There are no human beings staying on this island. I have to mention that because these penguins are so much fragile, and this is their natural habitat, so there is a restriction on taking photographs, restriction on making noise, and even restriction on where to move on this island, because the penguins, they lay their egg in a burrow that is created in the ground. So if the tourists, they step on the eggs, then it's going to be a disaster.
These are slightly bigger than the other one. And yes, we saw some whale's backbone, and these are the bones of the whales, backbone of the whale. Unique thing to see here.
Friends, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and share to support us. Do join us in next video. Keep traveling the world with us through our lens.